The episode begins with the lawyer standing before the family, explaining that Shashwat had made changes to his will after coming out of the hospital. His tone is formal, but the atmosphere in the house is heavy with emotion as everyone listens carefully. He then asks about Yash, questioning his absence during such an important moment. Pihu immediately responds, clearly hurt, saying that Yash is not Shashwat's biological son. Her tone reflects both anger and disappointment. Raj Didi tries to defend Yash, insisting that he must have had a reason for not attending Shashwat's funeral. However, Pihu refuses to accept this explanation. She firmly states that she will never forgive Yash for his absence at such a critical time. Siddharth gently steps in, telling the lawyer that the family is still emotionally disturbed and he may proceed with reading the will. The lawyer then reveals the contents of Shashwat's will. He states that Shashwat has divided his assets between Pihu and Yash. This statement immediately shifts the atmosphere, creating confusion and tension among the family members. Pihu reacts sharply, saying that if Yash finds out about the inheritance, he will definitely come back, possibly along with Ankita. The lawyer continues and reveals another surprising decision. Shashwat has given the house to Raj Didi and Ishani. At that moment, Ishani enters the room from upstairs. Without hesitation, she says she does not want anything from the will. Pihu is shocked and asks her what she means by this decision. Ishani calmly responds that she has already reached her life's destination, and now she wishes to leave for Vrindavan to dedicate her life to worshipping Lord Krishna. She declares that she no longer desires any material possession and wants to spend the rest of her life in devotion. The lawyer tries to convince her to reconsider, reminding her that the house is extremely valuable. But Ishani remains firm. She states that nothing in the material world is greater than her spiritual goal. Raj Didi becomes emotional and pleads with Ishani not to leave. She breaks down, saying she will not be able to live alone without her. However, Ishani gently advises her to learn to live independently and find purpose in her own life. She then instructs the lawyer to transfer the house solely in Raj Didi's name. Raj Didi, overwhelmed with guilt and emotion, hugs Ishani tightly. She apologizes for misunderstanding her in the past and breaks down in tears. Siddharth then asks Ishani where she plans to stay in Vrindavan. Ishani calmly replies that Vrindavan has many ashrams and she will find shelter there without difficulty. She adds that she will sustain herself by singing devotional kirtans and living in service of Lord Krishna. She says she feels called by divine purpose and must go. Pihu, emotionally shaken, asks whether Ishani will ever return. Ishani pauses, and honestly says she has not thought about returning at all. Pihu immediately hugs her tightly, crying, saying she will miss her deeply. Ishani hugs her back and tells her that Pihu is like her life, and she too will always miss her. She then asks Siddharth to take care of Pihu. Siddharth assures her that Pihu will be safe and cared for, and asks her not to worry. Ishani signs the legal documents finalizing her decision. Before leaving, Pihu asks her one last emotional question, whether she will meet Anurag before she goes. Ishani softly replies that if she meets Anurag now, she will lose her emotional strength and may not be able to leave. She says that is why she chooses not to meet him. She then tells everyone to take care of themselves, as her taxi is waiting outside. With that, she slowly walks out of the house. Outside, Anurag arrives just as she is leaving. He stops her and asks if she is really going somewhere. Ishani turns to him and calmly says that she has decided to live in Vrindavan for the rest of her life. Anurag is shocked and asks if she will leave him behind as well. Ishani replies that she will be staying in an ashram and he cannot live that kind of life with her. Anurag pleads with her, asking her to give him a chance. He tells her that he can adjust to any life as long as she is with him. He says their journey would have been easier if they had stayed together earlier. Ishani asks about his mother. Anurag explains that he has already arranged a helper to take care of her. He then asks if he can sit with her in the car. Pihu, watching this emotional moment, encourages Ishani to say yes. Raj Didi also gently supports the idea, telling Ishani to take Anurag with her. After a moment of emotional silence, Ishani finally agrees. She gets into the car and opens the door for Anurag. Pihu wishes both of them luck, emotionally sending them off. Anurag gets into the car, and as they sit beside each other, they share a deep emotional eye lock. A small smile appears on both their faces, filled with relief, unresolved love, and a quiet acceptance of their new journey together. The car slowly moves forward as the episode comes to an emotional close.